Hey everybody! Welcome to One True Pairing as part of the American Sci-Fi and Fantasy Media Track at DragonCon. Woo, yeah, let's make some noise. All right. pretend we're in a real place, location. Everybody, my name is Jeff Burns. Thank you so much for watching. I'm the co-host and creator of Super Geeked Up. This is a fun panel we got to do last year, DragonCon 2019 for the first time. We got to do it virtually for DragonCon this year, and we do it we do our show weekly, and we rotate it among our segments there. Let me introduce these other awesome people, and I already see some people in the chat. Thank you guys so much for watching. We really appreciate you. We're going to need your help very much for your suggestions for this game. And the upper right of your screen, she is co-owner of Salt Circle Games, publisher of Chill 3rd Edition. She teaches writing, pop culture, and apocalypse survival throughout school. It is Morgan McFarland. Hi. I love that you teach apocalypse survival. On a different show, I would ask you all about that. All right, but we'll keep going. In the lower right, she's been on other panels in this track. She also she's a huge Legends of Tomorrow fan. What did you describe? She's a legend. I don't know.
I also crochet. So
crochet, yes. Oh, and a lot of some of the actors from Legends of Tomorrow know you very well, right? You said from your crocheting. Yes, awesome. It is Eden Paul. Nice baby Yoda and all those pops behind you. And in your lower left, he is my co-host on Super Geeked Up. He is also the host of the Online Friend Simulator podcast. It is Francis Fernandez. Yeah, he's cheering for himself. All right. All right, everybody. Also, you don't see her right now, but you will see her. The director of the American Sci-Fi and Fantasy Media Track of DragonCon, Kelly Harkins, will be popping in. She will be our official judge for the thing, so you'll see her coming in to make decisions on these very, very important epic arguments that we're going to make. All right, how this is going to work, folks. One True Pairing is we're going to take different fictional character suggestions from you guys in the chat. And then we're going to separate into teams, 2 teams of 2. We're each going to be assigned a character, and then we're going to take a third random character. We're going to have no idea who that is, and we're going to have to argue why the character we have been assigned will make the best romantic pairing with that third random character. Okay, and usually a lot of these pairings don't make any sense, and we try to make some kind of sense out of that, and that's where the fun lies in. So we're gonna want a lot of suggestions from you guys in the chat. We're gonna need your help. We also want to have you help put your arguments in as well. Like when we start to do these, please give your arguments. We use those as well to help us make ours. So we're going to kind of go back and forth. I'm going to give you some categories, like some different fandoms you can suggest. Other times we're just going to be completely random. So let's start off with, we do a lot of, in this track at DragonCon, there's a lot of superhero stuff, of course. So let's just start with superhero characters. Start throwing out some superhero characters in the chat, folks. They can be Marvel, DC, Image, Top Cow, anything you want, any kind of indie one. Let me give a big thanks, by the way, to everybody watching right now. I see some of our SGU viewers, like Lister's Mate, Victor, Jalou are here, but also Ravenclaw Conspiracy, by the way, which is the best house in Hogwarts, is here. All right, I know. For me, it's the best. We got Vanessa Atkins. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Maria, Florence. I'm trying to go through here. Chaz is here. Okay, great. All right, thank you, guys. Here we go. First team. By the way, I'm getting a little bit of echo. Is anybody does not have headphones and earbuds and could grab some? That would be awesome. You don't have to do that right this minute, but okay. So first team, we're going to separate Jeff, me. That's me. I always do this. I read off a thing and I say my own. It's me and Morgan, and it's going to be Francis and Eden. Those are the 2 teams. All right. So I'm going to take the first one I saw here from Vanessa. Morgan, is that cool? We take Black Widow. Is that good with you?
Oh yeah, I love Black Widow.
All right. You're a fan. Good. And then let me see here. Who else do we have? Maria. So I'm going to take the first. You know what? I'll give you the second one just because Eden mentioned this beforehand. John Constantine, right? So you're a big Legends fan.
Oh, those are my girls from like the Constant Green server, so it's okay.
Okay, good. So you guys, Francis and Eden, have John Constantine as their character. Okay. And let me see here. Okay, you know what? Great. I just saw this one. Here's the third random one. It's Kermit the Frog. Good one to start. Okay, so we have to argue why our characters would be the best romantic pairing with Kermit the Frog. Obviously, we can, as a team, we can work together, take turns, help each other out. Why don't? All right, I guess Morgan, you and I can start. We're going to argue Black Widow with Kermit the Frog, and then we will hand it over to Francis and Eden for John Constantine and Kermit, and then we can do some rebuttals and stuff. Morgan, I guess I will let you. Why is Black Widow make a good pairing with Kermit the Frog?
I think we have a similarity of background here. We're dealing with two characters who have spoken at length in the canonical material about feeling separate from everybody else. We have Kermit, it's not easy being green, and Natasha, oh, I'm a monster. And so I think that they have this similarity there. They're just sort of looking for their place. They're trying to fit in. They're looking for their team. And Natasha finds it in the Avengers, and Kermit finds it in the Muppets. But I think that they just walk such similar roads in that respect.
Absolutely. And listen, we know Black Widow loves guys who are green. That's been well established with the Hulk, right? She's a big fan of the Hulk and Bruce Banner. So Kermit's green. Look, that's her thing. We know that's what she's into. And maybe she gets sick of a huge, really muscly Hulk guy, and she likes now she wants a little skinny guy. Okay, she wants kind of let's be a little different here, mix it up. So there you go. And you might not know this, but Black Widow has always had a secret desire to star in a musical, and Kermit obviously is an expert at that. I know most people don't know that, and Kermit's an expert at that, obviously. And so they, I think, would be great singing paired together.
Oh, and Kermit loves a strong woman. I
Yes.
mean, let's look at his history with Miss Piggy. I mean, he would like a woman who can physically kick his ass and emotionally kick his ass. I think he's just into that. I mean, I'm not here to judge.
No, that's well said. All right, I think we nailed that one, but we're going to go over the other side. And by the way, folks, please in the chat, give your arguments for either Black Widow or John Constantine for Kermit the Frog. I will say, by the way, Ravenclaw says Kermit the Frog is the greatest superhero. All right, yeah, there you go. All right, Francis and Eden. I'll start with Eden. Why is Constantine a good match with Kermit?
Well, Constantine will basically be with anybody, so it doesn't matter to him. He's an equal opportunity warlock. So I just think he'll meet Kermit in the bar and, flirt with him a little. And he's good at that. And they can commiserate over exes, Miss Piggy. He also likes strong women. They can argue over who will top and who will bottom. It will probably be John, but
Yeah, John. Yeah, he'll take either way.
We've already entered DragonCon After Dark. I see. All right, good. So, Francis, anything to add to that?
Yeah, look, I mean, Kermit is not only, Kermit believes in, magic, and that's kind of what Constantine's all about. Plus, I mean, who could resist there's
I know what you're going to do.
Who can resist the essence of Constantine from the movie? He's so braggadocious and totally awesome, and he just and that's what Kermit's into. He's just he's looking for someone who's looking for a rainbow, and if there's one thing Constantine is good at, it's finding a rainbow, like he did with that one unicorn, because he killed that one unicorn in episode number whatever of Legends of Tomorrow and sent it to hell. I mean, so he has some type of understanding of unicorns and also rainbows. But yeah, look, Constantine, come on, man. Just
he
loves
also
everyone.
likes green. John likes green.
John is a very big green fan.
All right, let me.
Fan. He dated somebody with the last name Green.
What?
Oh, Mary Lynn is
not.
absolutely correct. Kermit's evil twin was named Constantine.
Ooh.
Wait, really?
Yes.
Yes, she is correct. He also wore a trench coat
From
during
Muppets
his
Most Wanted.
Yeah, news. He loves a man in trench
They are
coat.
meant to be together.
They're being meant to
This is yeah.
I
There's
don't
no
know.
other yeah.
Would you really want to hook up with somebody who has the same name as your identical twin brother? I mean, you can't exactly say that name out loud in bed.
He probably would.
It gets a little weird.
We'll say constant. He'll say Constantine instead, then, just to kind of change it up a little bit.
That's true.
Yeah.
Let me share some things from the chat here. Ravenclaw says Constantine is well known to hang out in swamps and things in swamps. Okay. Let's see here. Mary Lives, says about John loves the green. Vanessa, John's dated a shark. Why not a frog? Maria, we know he is kinky. So, I mean, there's places for that hand. Oh, God. That hand in Kermit.
I just poured. I love
there Mary brought up the evil twin thing that you said, Morgan. All right. Okay, so there we go. Lots of support for Constantine in the chat. All right, so we're going to bring in Kelly, the director of the American Sci-Fi Fantasy Media Track, to judge this one. So here we go. Black Widow or Constantine with Kermit. Oh, she's got her gavel. Good.
Oh, jeez. Oh, this is official. I like it.
So this is a tough one. Obviously, there is a lot of support for Kermit. Morgan, you kind of sabotaged Black Widow yourself a little bit there. I was thinking your case was very strong until, the evil twin was definitely kind of a nail in the coffin.
No, that's a negative for me, though. That's a negative.
Oh, yeah, that's bad.
Bad.
Positive. You started positive. So I'm sorry. I have to give it to John Constantine.
All right. Vanessa says Eden is absolutely regretting inviting us.
No, I love you guys.
Yeah, well, we are all very glad you're here. Thank you guys for everyone for participating. All right, here we go. Now let's move on to Disney characters.
Oh.
So in the chat, give us maybe this won't get us R-rated.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, I probably will. Give us some Disney characters in the chat. They can be animated, they can be live action. Just throw those in there. And that's what same teams, and then we'll mix it up probably after this. Again, thank you guys for all those great suggestions and other chats. All right, so here we go. We got some going. All right, here we go. Gaston. We're gonna take Gaston, Morgan and I, because that's the first one I saw. And then, hey, Maria says Timon from The Lion King, my childhood crush. That's what you guys got, Francis and Eden.
Thanks, Fleur.
All right. Now, I am not going to do a Disney one. I'm going to randomly take one from these pieces of paper. This is from our Super Geeked Up viewers who gave us suggestions last week on our show that Francis and I did. I'm just randomly going to pick one. Who do we get? Oh, good. Well, tell me if you guys are familiar with this. I'm a big fan of the show. You guys know the show Xena? Are you familiar?
Yes, I am.
Great.
Big
So
Xena
we got Joxer the Mighty.
Oh my God, yes.
From Xena.
I
One of
was
my
a huge
favorite
Joxer
characters.
fan way back when, so this is good.
Awesome. Francis, you familiar enough?
Oh, we sing the song every week, don't we?
We have sang the song on more than one occasion. Super Geeked Up. That is
He's
true.
singing now.
Oh, Eric, yeah.
Joxer the Mighty.
All right. Here we go. So here we go. So we have All right. So Morgan and I have Gaston.
Oh.
Francis and Eden have
Timon.
And we're arguing against Joxer the Mighty.
That's a really hard one.
At least Timon's a good dude.
Hey, Timon sings, which
That's
is the
true.
number one thing that we're going to... That's our selling point.
All right. So and again, folks, please, in the chat, you can make your arguments for either Gaston or Timon with Joxer. We'll go with you guys first. Francis, why don't you kick us off with Timon and Joxer?
Again, Timon, a singer and a lover. He is all about the grandiose. I mean, that's what Joxer is. He's trying to find his place in the world, but also it knows that he, with his patented theme song, is kind of the best. And Timon also believes he's kind of the best, which is why they are so good together, because they work off each other. They feed off each other. They complement each other. If Joxer's looking for a duet, guess who's right beside him? Timon, right on his shoulder, singing his little heart out. And they're just that pairing alone strikes fear into all Athenians and other said bad guys and other said gods. Ares shivers at the thought of these two together, not only because of their might combined, but also again those wonderful riffs and musical numbers. So I think those two, that's all they need, is that love of music and their love of being awesome.
Also, Timon is always looking for a sidekick, and Jox is really good at being a sidekick. And Joxer is a romantic guy. He really is. I mean, he bought Gabrielle jewelry. He can really woo Timon. Oh, yeah, Timon.
Timon,
he could really, I'm like, he could really woo him. And he could also write songs for him because he's wrote pretty couple of songs. He's also wrote fanfic, so he could write him poetry and stuff and woo him.
Oh yeah, they're in love. Oh, they're
in love. You know, they can go out to dinner. Can't you feel the love in the background? It works.
I can feel it. Yeah. All right. So before we make a much better argument, let me share some things from the chat here. Ray Claus says Joxers always look for love interest and a sidekick at the same time, and Timon is the perfect psychic material, as you guys mentioned. Let's see. Vanessa says they should dress in drag and do the hula.
Of course.
Chris says no Hakuna Matata with Gaston. What a jerk. Oh, wait till you hear our argument, Chris. Lister's mate says Joxer and Gaston both have a false sense of security in their ego, so perfect pairing. All right.
Oh, that is good. That is a good point.
That's a good one.
All right. Yeah. So now, let's go with Gaston and Joxer. Morgan, you can go ahead and I'll jump in.
I mean, we're both talking about side characters who believe themselves to be the protagonist of the story. So I see there's a lot of parallels there. And while you keep talking, Francis and Eden, about the singing, but I don't really remember Timon having his own theme song and The Lion King. So he can sing about other people, but can he sing? Gaston has a song about himself. They can sing their songs about themselves to each other over a romantic meal, maybe a lot of eggs. And I think that having the egos thing is a really great thing that will help them bond. They can bolster each other's ego while simultaneously having their own egos fed. So I just think that there's a lot of similarities there in that respect.
Absolutely. Right. They both feel that they're one of the greatest fighters or warriors in the land. So they can just talk about all their amazing accomplishments together, right? Listen, we know they both need love, right? And they're not getting with the ones they want. Gaston is not going to get with Belle, and there's no way Joxer is getting with Zine or Gabrielle, obviously.
No.
So look, they can comfort each other and console each other, and then fall in love. And also, the one thing Joxer has been missing in his life is the art of expectorating, and Gaston can teach him that expertly how to do
good
that.
at it. Yeah.
Yes. All right, let's see if there's any other things in the chat here. I don't know. Let's see if Gaston got any. Oh boy, no, we're just getting negative comments about Gaston. This is not helping us, guys.
Of course, Gaston can do drag. Nobody is that hyper masculine if they are not compensating for some secret desire in there somewhere. So I think that Gaston probably has a lovely assortment of beautiful shoes in a closet somewhere. Especially, he's from a time period where men wore heels. So I mean, that's just part of a normal dress for his stuff. So yes, I think Gaston absolutely could do drag. That's not something where Timon has a leg up on him.
He did wear the hula skirt.
Yeah. Necroti says there
that Timon would wear a dress. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
He would.
Of course. Yeah.
He would be up for it.
Oh yeah.
Necroti says about Joxer, I believe in Gaston. They're both the most amazing in the land. Yes, absolutely. Alex, who's one of our SG viewers, says, I feel you're forgetting the vengeful LeFou factor.
Yes,
and then Vanessa says, how is LeFou going to take all this? LeFou and Joxer would make more sense. Probably, but that's not what we get to argue right now.
But Joxer's kind of like an upgrade for Gaston. Somebody who can also kind of hold his own in a fight. And
yeah, all right, here we go. Now we're getting some.
Joxer you get after the Bell Joxer or before the Bell Joxer.
Joxer definitely needs a man roughly the size of a barge.
Yeah, like he had to have the bell in order to be a good fighter. And then before that, he was kind of clumsy, which I always love. So I'm not going to say.
All right, here comes the judge again. Let's bring Kelly in to decide on this epic battle.
The judge.
Another tough one. In the beginning, it really sounded Timon was going to edge out Gaston, but those arguments toward the end, I got to give Alex credit there on his, needs a man roughly the size of a barge. That is definitely a good point. Using canonical material to back it up. I think you have a point there. So giving it to Joxer.
And Gaston, Joxer and Gaston.
Joxer and Gaston.
Yes.
Yay!
All right.
Again.
Thank you, Alex. Excellent job. All right, here we go. Let's change up the teams. So now it's going to be me and Eden and Morgan and Francis. So we'll go diagonally on your screen there, folks. All right, let's see here. Oh, what should we do now? You know what? Speaking of, we're just talking about sidekicks. Let's do sidekick characters.
Characters.
Yeah. So in the chat, folks, give us a bunch. It could be from anywhere, any kind of sidekick characters. Throw those in the chat. Sidekick.
Sidekicks and sidekicks.
Not
psychic sidekicks.
Why not both?
Psychics.
Yeah.
It could be a psychic sidekick.
Yeah.
Sidekick characters.
Gary Green.
Well,
Wait, is that from Legend? Is that Gary from Legends?
Yes.
That is Gary.
Is that his last
Green.
name? I never knew his last name.
I have a bunch of Constant Green people in here, so you're gonna get him.
Yes, that's right, Kelly. They are called Hero Support in Sky High, I love that movie.
BB-8.
Oh,
no.
all right.
No.
There we go. So who gets? I'm sorry. What? I don't know.
Cass.
You all right? So Morgan Francis, you have BB-8.
Oh,
I thought you wanted it. I thought you were saying you wanted that.
no, BB-8's like a sweet little child robot.
Oh, all right.
I
We
just
won't do
feel
BB-8.
dirty.
We won't do
feel
BB-8.
dirty.
Forget BB-8. All right. How about this? How about you get Chewbacca?
I can roll with Chewbacca.
Okay.
That's fine.
All right. Here you go. You get Chewbacca. Let's see here. We got some support for Sky High. That's cool. That's if you haven't seen it, folks, it's a really fun movie. All right. Let's see here. Oh my God, I don't know enough about these other characters. But Eden, how about you? Let's see. How about
I know Cass.
You familiar with that Supernatural Castiel?
Yeah, I'm very familiar with Supernatural.
Okay, great. Well, I don't know. You do most of the work, I guess.
Yes.
Is Castiel the?
He's the angel. He's
he the angel?
He's the
Yeah.
angel. He's the
Don't give
interest.
too much away. I already have a good
Well,
argument.
he's played by who?
That's
who's
true.
He
Misha Collins.
okay.
Yeah, Mitchell.
Yeah, thank you. All right. At least I have a visual now in my mind. All right, here we go. That's that. And then, oh, wait. Vanessa asked, is R2-D2 more sexually active than BB-8?
I should hope so.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I think
R2-D2 is
R2-D2 gets it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Like-
he does. He does.
He has the D twice.
Yeah. How many ports has R2-D2 been in?
All right, come on.
Any port in a storm, friend. Any port in a storm.
Exactly.
All right, here we go. I'll just pick another random one from these piece of paper I have here from our Super Geeked Up viewers.
Oh no.
Oh no.
It's great. No, I love it. It's Steve Urkel from Family Matters.
Oh
Man.
So we have Chewbacca, all right, and how do you say it? Castiel? Is that how you say his name?
Castiel, yeah.
Castiel, with Steve Urkel. Okay, great. Okay, Francis and Morgan and Francis. Excuse me. Take it away with Chewbacca and Steve Urkel.
Who doesn't love a bear? I mean, Urkel's kind of got that twink vibe going on. Maybe he's looking for like a big, hairy bear daddy to kind of take care of him, provide that love and support. You know, he's out there in the world. He's being judged. He's being bullied. He needs somebody big and strong to provide a safety net for him, to make him feel good, to stroke his ego a little bit. And like, who doesn't want to be able to be picked up and carried around by your love interest? That's so hot, right?
Yeah, and Urkel, who is always kind of screwing up, saying, "Did I do that?" I mean, he needs that person who actually knows what they're doing, who's competent. And who's the most competent sidekick around? It's Chewbacca. Chewbacca can fly the Millennium Falcon by himself. He never needed Han Solo for any of that business. That dude can handle his own. He had the best weapon. He had the best weapon in all of Star Wars that Han took his bowcaster and shot. I'm like, oh my God, can I have this?
Oh.
I mean, Chewbacca by far can help out Steve in any way, shape, and form. And I think that makes them a great pair.
Also, after Chewbacca confesses his love, he doesn't immediately get sucked into super hell. So he's going to be around after his love confession.
Exactly.
Mhm.
All right. Those are good arguments. Before we go, though, listen, one problem, though, Francis, is first off, the Millennium Falcon can barely stay up to get put together as it is, right? You put Steve Urkel on that thing, forget it. Anything he touches, just get whatever. You know, he's completely accident prone, and that ship is going to like blow up in like
It
2 seconds.
survived Luke Skywalker.
The Millennium Falcon will crash.
Let me share some before we go in our one. Let me share some things here. Ravenclaw said, "Sorry, both these ships are somehow equally absurd. They are."
Oh yeah.
And then Vanessa says, "I'm British, so I have no clue who that is. I'm just going to laugh." So Steve Urkel. Steve Urkel is a famous character from a 90s American sitcom called Family Matters. He was the next door neighbor to this family, and he was very annoying. And he always yes, he was super smart and really techno savvy. But he always he drove the father crazy because he was always making things like whatever crash, fall apart.
Yes,
very accident prone. And he was in love with the teenage daughter. Who generally did not return his affections.
Oh.
All right. So anyway, all right. So Eden, we need to do Castiel.
Put me for this whole...
Oh, you got to do most of this, yeah.
Okay.
Castiel and Steve Urkel.
Yeah, you know what? Everybody needs an angel on their side, and Steve more than anybody else because he is accident prone. Cass is there to help him out as his guardian angel, so that's good. Yes, he might get put into super hell, but you know what? It might not be possible because he's meant to be with him and somehow saves him somewhere in the end. This is hard.
So no, listen. I'm gonna assume you can. Please correct me. I'm gonna assume Castiel has magical abilities as an angel or powers.
Yes, he does.
Okay, great.
Debatably.
Yeah, it depends.
So listen, Steve is great at the computers and technology, and Castiel has the magic, right? So they have these two things that are different. They don't know about, and they can teach each other these wonderfully different things. This magical technical amalgamation.
Actually, Steve can help him with Cass with computers because he's really bad at it.
Oh, perfect. He is the perfect computer tutor.
And learn about technology because
And
he
maybe
doesn't even know how to text. So,
and maybe Castiel can help Steve become cooler and more suave and get with Laura. Not get with Laura. That would make no sense because he's trying to get with Castiel. Forget that.
Oh, it's like that, is it?
I'm arguing against ourselves. Sorry.
Threesome here. I say, okay.
No threesome.
it's okay.
Maybe Castiel will be okay with that. I don't know enough about him, but
Plus,
yeah, the idea of Cass being suave. That
no, he's not suave at all.
no.
Oh, all right. I was hoping he was.
Like Steve and Castiel are basically both very awkward people, but they can get together and talk about their awkwardness, so it's okay. They'll understand each other because they're both awkward.
Oh, no.
Sure, their flirting will be a little.
Yeah, but Chewbacca can reach the high shelf.
Exactly, and
But
Chewbacca's
Castiel can fly and get to the high shelf.
But not anymore. He can't.
oh.
Because
Chewbacca
has never been thrown out of heaven, in disgrace due to terrible mistakes in judgment. Chewbacca doesn't make terrible mistakes in judgment. He is reliable.
Reliable, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Fortunately, we have a lot of support here, Eden, in the chat. Maria says, Castiel and Steve are two rejected nerds. They need each other. There you go. Lister's mate says, Urkel needs a great pet. Chewie would be like a pet for him. All right.
I guess.
Castiel knows how to speak to Urkel. Chewie doesn't speak this Earth language. True. Let's see here. Maria says, Castiel already went by the name Steve, so I don't know how, but that counts. Okay, so there they go. They share the same name.
That's just weird.
That keeps coming up in every argument we do today, apparently.
Wait, no, I'm sure it's happened.
Ravenclaw says, an argument for Cass and Steve both are supposed to be side characters that grew massively popular and the audience demanded more of them. That is very true.
Oh, no, that's the same with Chewbacca.
And we forget that Steve Urkel can turn into Stefan. And Stefan is a little bit more.
How could I forget that?
So
How could I forget that?
Flirt with Cass when he's Stefan, And Boucho,
And he
it's
can
kind
also
of
try. He also built a time machine, right?
Yeah.
But what
Yes.
little nerd doesn't want to go to space? And Cass can't provide him that now.
Yeah, exactly. That
But
was
Cass
like,
can ride
that
in the
makes him-
Urkromobile.
Cass can when he
Urkel
had
probably
wings, they
had
could both do
had
time
Chewbacca's
together.
action figure. I
Oh,
bet he
that's
had his
true.
action figure.
He probably
Yes,
speaks.
but Cass
Kashyyyk
can
anyway.
introduce
He probably does.
Steve
Yeah.
to hunting, and he gets to meet vampires, werewolves, and hunt them and kill them together.
He gets to meet Yoda and Baby Yoda and even Baby Yoda. Like, there's so many options that Urkel has.
Yeah, but
with Chewbacca.
Steve can take him through time and meet every.
Wait.
True.
Steve can also bring stop Cass from going to Super Help by going into a time machine and getting him back his wings.
All right, let me share. We're really passionate about these arguments. I like it. Let me just share some last chats before we do a judge in this. Vanessa says, I mean, Cass didn't understand porn, so maybe Steve can explain it. Probably not. I don't think Steve Urkel knows about porn either, but I like the idea. And then let's see here. Ravenclaw says, Castiel's terrible mistakes in judgment literally saved the universe, so I don't know if we should allow that.
Oh.
Did they though? Did they though?
Oh, she's starting to side with Castiel, Steve, no matter how insane this is. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. So let's bring in Kelly to judge this wacky pairing. All right, so Chewbacca or Castiel with Steve Urkel.
I think this is the worst pairing we've ever done.
It really is.
She means the best, by the way.
Right. Yeah, that's exactly what I mean. But with this consideration, have to give it to Chewbacca.
Oh, come on. We got robbed.
And actually, I love Castiel, y'all. It was so hard to argue against Castiel. I love him.
Like, seriously,
I love him.
he had
This is hard.
to time travel.
That's
so
the worst,
he
right?
could
When
get
you
his
have to argue
wings
against a
back.
character you love, yeah.
Yeah,
daughter's
that was
gonna
really hard
cosplay
for
as him
Jaws
next year.
Locast, so.
All right, folks. Very good, very good. Thank you for you guys are doing awesome. We love you guys. Oh boy. All right, hey, we did heroes. Let's do supervillains as our next category. We'll keep the teams the same. I think he was already just putting it in random. That's fine. I appreciate you, Lou. Thank you.
Hey, does he mean Chip from Beauty and the Beast? That's the
No,
only-
I think
Chip
he
and
meant
Dale.
the Rescue Rangers.
Chippendale.
Oh yes, I forgot.
You know what? Well, we can use some of the random ones. Thanks, Jalou. But yes, let's give us some supervillain characters. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. We really appreciate you guys very much. All right. Here we go. Vandal Savage.
Yes.
All right. So I guess we're taking that one, Eden, right? Probably since
Yes.
it's up your alley. Okay. All right. We got Vandal Savage. And then, all right, the next one I saw, do you guys know this? The Taskmaster?
No,
Or not?
that's the one. Vanessa, I don't know that one.
I don't.
Okay,
know
that's fine.
him well
How about,
enough.
so this, I wish I got this one.
Dr.
Well, she means Dr. Dr. Why am I blanking now?
Destructo? No.
No, Dr. Draken. Dr. Draken. Are you familiar with that?
Ooh, that's good.
Hannibal
Mary,
Lecter.
that's good. Hannibal.
Oh, no, I want Hannibal. I want Hannibal.
All right, there you go.
Oh,
Hannibal.
Hannibal.
Fine, Hannibal. Good, got it.
I'm a big Fannibal. So
Yeah.
Fannibal. I've never heard that. That's brilliant.
Yeah,
I can't believe I've never heard that.
She's our big Hannibal fan in the
Hannibal.
server. Yeah.
All right, so we Eden and I have Vandal Savage, and Morgan and Francis have Hannibal Lecter. I will once again pick from
so
these.
Hannibal and Vandal Savage. What a pair up that would be.
Yeah.
Like,
Actually, that would be a really good
get
pair.
it. Like,
It would be, but we don't get to argue that, folks.
I
we
know,
get,
but that
we
was
get to,
like the world domination maxed.
no, we don't get to do
terrifying.
we don't get to do ones that make sense. We get to do ones that don't make sense. All right, thank you, by the way, folks. These are all great ones. The Dr. Draken, Dr. Horrible, I love those. Doctor Strange is the one I just drew. Doctor Strange.
Oh.
All right, so
That's good.
maybe not quite as wacky as normal, but
yeah, because I was going to say I'm pretty sure there's some fan fiction about that already.
oh yeah, I'm sure.
Probably.
Oh, by the way, here's a ship name, Vanable,
Yeah.
for Vanessa.
We're
All
gonna
right.
be talking about that tomorrow.
All right, Eden. I guess you and I will start. So, we have Vandal Savage and Doctor Strange. Why are they a good?
Well, they're both into time travel. Vandal has time traveled multiple times to take over the world. He can get Doctor Strange to also help him, so they can rule the world together. It's pretty good.
They can. They also, I believe, usually have very impressive facial hair.
Yes, they both do.
It's very sexy, and they can help groom each other's facial hair.
Agreed.
And
Yeah.
together. I mean, listen, they're not going to be able to resist each other. They're just going to constantly want to be touching each other's faces.
And yes, Vandal Savage is in hell at this point, but Doctor Strange could get him out.
Well, if anybody can get him out, it's
Magic.
Doctor Strange. Absolutely. Open some mystical portal, and boom, there
He's
we're done.
out. He's ready to rule the world again.
Absolutely. All
Plus,
right.
Vandal helped save the world once with the Thanagarians, so they can team up against aliens.
Yeah, once. That's good. At least he did it once. We can forget about all those other times he tried to destroy the world or take it over. All right, let's go over.
It's progress.
It is. Right. I think Doctor Strange can help him save it maybe 2 or 3 times.
And in Legends, Ray did help him become a nicer guy. Hell Vandal was much nicer than regular Vandal, so that nice Hell Vandal can actually get more along with Doctor Strange because he's actually learning and growing.
Yeah.
He took therapy very seriously, so it's good.
That's important. That's good.
That is
I'm thank you. Maria and Vanessa are helping us out here. They
Good
both
to
have
know.
magical abilities. I bet there'll be sparks in bed. Absolutely. And Vanessa says they both have those fantastic outfits. Yeah, they know how to dress.
They do.
Yeah, they can share their closets of all their awesome outfits. All right. And Mary says relationships are about becoming better people together. Oh, that's well said, Mary. There you go. Vandal can become a better person. Yes.
Well, he's already on his way. Doctor Strange can help him more.
All right. We'll turn it over to Francis and Morgan with Hannibal, Lecter, and Dr. Strange.
I think you mean Dr. Hannibal Lecter, acclaimed medical professional, just like Dr. Strange. He too did his rotation in surgery before settling in psychiatric medicine. So there is a level of ego that goes along with a doctor of that caliber that I think other people can find very off-putting, but the two would really be able to relate to each other in that area. They are both used to having money, fine things. You don't have to be embarrassed with either one of them. They know how to comport themselves in a high-end restaurant. They both know how to select the correct wine pairing. Just imagine the tour of culture. They would both enjoy. Hannibal loves the opera. You can't tell me that Vandal Savage is going to sit there patiently through opera in the same
Actually,
way
right.
that Dr. Strange would. I mean, they are of the same socioeconomic class. They are of the same cultural background, and just they have so much shared professional experience. I think that just both on a personal level and a professional level, they would have so much respect for each other. Plus, having a surgeon boyfriend really goes a long way to help you cover up your crimes.
Yeah.
So I think that he could sort of lean into Doctor Strange's sort of surgical. Maybe he could use him to help pick some victims that they both don't care for. I think it could be a real bonding experience for both of them.
Right. Yeah. He's like the caterer. Dr. Strange is like the
Actually,
caterer.
if
It's like
Hannibal's
Hannibal.
dating Doctor Strange, I'd be too worried about him eating me.
Yeah, that's a big problem.
That's a very big problem.
Let me share some things from the chat here, though, about Hannibal. Mary says Hannibal would be a great domestic partner. He cooks and cleans.
Exactly.
Vanessa says, how handy would magic be to get rid of the bodies?
Exactly.
Maria says, well, Hannibal asked Doctor Strange to role play his sister. I bet Doctor Strange can make it more real. All right. Let's see here. Oh, okay. Doctor Strange to bring home any extra scraps for Hannibal. Oh boy. All right.
Exactly.
But again, late at night when it's dark, I would be too worried about him chopping me up and eating me. So,
Oh, no, no, no.
Vandal Savage is not going to eat him. So that's a plus for him.
No, there's a mutual. Again, they serve
It's the
each
mutual respect, you know. If you are both the baddest of
Vandal
badasses,
is very smart. He
Yeah.
is from the Egypt era, so he knows a lot about history. So he can bond with Doctor Strange about that. So he has his own cultures and stuff and things
Plus-
he knows.
let's be real. Have you seen Mads Mikkelsen? I mean, have you seen him?
Yes, I have.
If I had to choose between
Don't like
Mads
that.
and like, I mean,
Yeah.
step on me, mommy. Step
Casper's
on
a
me.
pretty good looking guy, though, too. I mean, the guy who plays Vandal is pretty good looking.
Yeah, Vandal's very,
Yeah,
very good looking.
He's a good looking
But
guy.
but he's no.
Vandal's way
Benedict.
better looking than Hannibal.
Oh, come on! No, he's no better. He's no Benedict.
You know what?
Cumberbatch.
That's like,
By the way, Alex's great reference to Maria. Maria, I'm only familiar with the movie, so I'm not familiar with anything besides that. But of course, they did a whole series, right? Like,
I'm a diligent fan of the TV show. Yeah.
Okay, nice. Okay, he says Benedict can be pretty rude. Hannibal may end up eating him.
Oh no! They're both. No, that's the thing is they're actually both very charismatic, right? They're kind of
Well, and
you know.
they know how to be polite in a way that isn't like it's not. They're not boorish. They're not rude and that like tacky. They're not going to show up and make a mess of your party. They're not going to stand up and interrupt your expensive musical that you have paid to see.
I don't think Vandal would.
They're
do
not going to
that
make
either.
a scene in a restaurant. Oh, Vandal is all about making scenes. He lives for making scenes.
Vandal.
Sometimes,
And
but, like, I don't think he
Hannibal
would ruin
doesn't
a
want that.
musical.
Like he would not make a scene.
Yeah, I agree.
I have to say, the sex life with Vandal Savage would be interesting because, you know, Vandal Savage is a little bit kinkier.
Oh, he's way kinkier. You're right.
Yeah, but
Dude,
do you
that-
know how
that
much
sex-
strength it takes to carry a dead adult male body? I mean, Hannibal is ripped.
Again, I would be too
Just like
scared for
think of
Vandal
everything he
eating
could get
me.
into.
Carrying dead bodies does not equate to being good in bed, though,
That's
necessarily.
not sexy at all. Look, all Vandal would have to do is like rip open his shirt and have his muscles. He didn't eat people, so that's okay.
Yeah,
Didn't he?
he still killed people.
No, he didn't eat people, as far as I know.
At least Hannibal, after he kills them, at least he uses the parts. Like he doesn't
Oh,
waste
right.
anything. Unlike Vandal, who
That's
wastes
a very
everything.
tasteful presentation. I mean, you know.
Again, Vandal doesn't eat people.
All right. The last thing Vanessa says here, the show Hannibal and Doctor Strange fit perfectly. Sorry, Eden, she says.
It's okay.
All right, let's bring in Kelly to judge this, I don't know, very horror-esque one that we're going down here.
So are we going to
Yeah, I would
pick?
say this definitely goes into the Doctor Strange horror character. And I think the comment about, you know, getting rid of bodies with magic definitely was one of the nails in the coffin on this one. So Doctor Strange and Dr. Hannibal Lecter.
Plus, Mads Mikkelsen was in both.
Oh, yeah, he was.
Ah.
See, I like Matt is good looking, so this was really hard for me.
He's a weird looking dude, but very appealing.
Yes,
Very-
yes, and
very
I do
fun
love
to look at,
animals. So it's
but
like,
strange looking, but enjoyable.
All right, folks, next up, let's do some DC characters, DC Comics characters.
We
They
need
can be
some
in the comic.
ladies.
yeah, we do.
Yeah, ladies.
Oh,
We need
guys.
some ladies here.
Oh, yes, by all
Right.
means. Please give some, absolutely, female character suggestions.
It's fem time.
Yeah. All right, so let's do. Actually, you know what? I'll just open up to anything. You can do any characters you want from any fandom. Let's just open up to anything. So throw them out there in the chat.
I already see one.
Let's change teams again. So Francis and I will pair up now, and Morgan and Eden will pair up because
Okay.
Yay!
we haven't done that. Yeah. All right. So Morgan and Eden. Who do you want there? I see Harley
Oh,
Quinn,
this
Poison
is
Ivy.
really hard because I like all of them.
All right. I'm gonna give you Harley Quinn then. How about that?
Okay, good.
Okay, yeah,
But it was
Harley-
really hard for me because I like Ivy, I like Huntress, and I like Zari. So it's like,
Jeff,
What?
come on, Jeff. It's in there. Take it.
Kim Possible.
Take it. Take it.
Oh, I hit the wrong one. Sorry. There you go. Kim Possible. Yes, thank you, Mary. He knows I love Kim Possible. Okay.
Take it. Take it.
I love Huntress too, though. It was a tough choice. But yes, let's go Kim Possible.
that
Okay.
is. I'm like, they're all good.
They're all great. These are great suggestions. Thanks, guys. Okay. All right. So we need a third one.
You still want to pick random from your thing?
I don't know. Should I pick from this list or do you want me to do random? What do you guys want to do? I can pick from the list here just randomly that they've already suggested here, the other female characters, or do you want to go from our...
Hey, Josh.
These are all mostly other DC characters, though. Pick one
Yeah.
from your stack.
Okay, we'll go from our
Grab us
stack again.
I want a lady from the stack.
Well, I can't guarantee. Well, all right, I can't guarantee we're gonna get a lady.
You
But
can't
let's
guarantee.
see. That's because I'm just picking these randomly. Oh, what the heck? That's Kermit the Frog. How did I get that again?
Kermit has got it on
Oh,
apparently.
okay. I did get a lady. Are you guys familiar with Star Trek Next Generation?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so we got Tasha Yar.
Yes, I know who she is.
Oh.
I know.
Yes,
I know her a
It's the
little bit.
blonde one. It's the blonde.
Yeah, I know who
with
she-
the-
I just-
yeah.
That's right.
She's
Fair-
she's the one who mispronounced Data's name, wasn't she?
Data.
Yeah, he was.
Oh man.
She's only in the first season. Then she
I
was
know.
recurring.
Really
She's a
She
really
recurs.
hard one. I know who she is. But
She
I'm
was
like,
the head. She was the security chief in the beginning of Next Generation.
She found out that Data was fully functional. Yeah.
I could more go for like Gray. or Mystique.
All right, there we go. So
Wait. So you want to do? So it sounds like not for the for Tasha Yar because it's not enough.
Yeah.
no, all right. You want
There's just
another
not-
one? All right. Well, no
I just
problem.
don't feel like I know her well enough.
No problem. We'll pick another.
I watched
one.
it when it originally aired, but that was
And
a
again, she
long
was
time
just
ago.
one season
Yeah, that's
person.
90s,
So
yeah.
it's like,
It was 87.
yeah, really. Well, long
I mean, I was young enough to be a big fan of Wesley Crusher at the time, if that's any indication of how long ago this was.
Same. Me and Morgan to see it's just
All right.
There we are.
So here we go, guys.
Yep.
All right. So I looked through these to find a female character. Here's the first one I found. She-Hulk.
Yes!
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
You might know more about She-Hulk than I do, so that's good.
All right. So we got Morgan and Ian are going to argue Harley Quinn with She-Hulk, and Francis and myself will argue Kim Possible with She-Hulk. Morgan and Ian, take it away.
Okay. Well, so both of them are professional women who were at least at one point working at the height of their field. We have a psychiatrist and another psychiatrist. We're like, I feel like I'm getting all the psychiatrist characters. We have Harley working as a psychiatrist. Very intelligent, very well educated. Then we have She-Hulk, who is a lawyer, also very well educated, really, really smart. But both of them are women who have gone through some pretty intense trauma and changes in
That's
their
true.
life. They were one thing and now they are something a little bit different.
And then Harley Quinn is definitely looking for something different than Joker, who wasn't a very good boyfriend at all.
Yeah.
And she's looking for a change. And she, they can do good things professionally. When she's She-Hulk, yeah, she can climb her like a tree. So it's good.
Yeah, and we know that she likes green ladies or ladies affiliated with things that are green, because we know, of course, of her history with poison ivy. So maybe green does it for her. Maybe she likes those strong arms. And in terms of like the anti-Joker, I mean, She-Hulk is so level-headed, despite despite
she
being
can,
being a Hulk.
definitely,
She's very,
balance.
very level-headed.
Yeah, she could balance Harley Quinn's little crazy. So, she can like calm her down, have
Plus,
a
from
nice dinner.
purely aesthetic value,
Yes.
they would look so good together. They would
Yes.
just look so good. They would turn heads no matter where they went.
Let me share some chats before. I know we got a tough rebuttal here. Vanessa says, as a 6'1" woman, I would also like a cute, slightly bonkers girlfriend. So She-Hulk should also have one as well.
Oh, there you
Dude.
go. There
Nice.
you go.
I want
Alec,
a little thing that I can like get some.
That's why I said
there,
she
you
could
know?
climb. She
Yeah.
Hulk like a tree.
Mhm.
Alex says Harley would get Jennifer disbarred. Very well, possibly.
Wait.
All right.
Harley will have a lawyer permanently.
Yes, that'd be great, right? So
Yes,
maybe
like
she
gets
can
in
actually.
trouble, Jennifer could get her out
Yeah.
of trouble. It's
That's so
perfect.
great. Like,
She needs one. You're right.
Yeah. Ooh.
All right, Francis. I know. All right. We got
Oh, this
Kim
is a tough one.
Possible,
This is a
Kim
tough one.
Possible, and Harley Quinn.
Know nothing about
No. Kim Possible and She-Hulk.
And She-Hulk. I'm sorry. You're right. Kim Possible and She-Hulk. That's what we're doing.
I mean,
you.
yeah, you can pair her with Harley if you want. I mean, that's all good.
All right. So, listen. So since you just mentioned about the lawyer thing, Kim Possible doesn't really need a lawyer, but She-Hulk is very smart, obviously very educated, and Kim Possible is always missing school because she's going out to save the world. That's what she does all the time. So She-Hulk can like tutor her while they're going to save the world together, right? And catch her up on all her stuff. So Mr. Barkin, the mean principal, doesn't send her to detention and get in trouble and all that stuff, right?
Wait, wouldn't she be too young then for like She-Hulk?
Look,
Wouldn't
this
that
is.
be like?
Let's pretend. Let's pretend she's not.
Senior in high school. She's 18. She's all good.
Okay.
Francis said we should pick this one, all right? So let's just pretend she's of it. At the end of Kim Possible, she graduates, all right? So we'll go with that version. Also, Francis, as you well know, what is one of the greatest food inventions ever made?
The Nako?
Yes, the Nako. That's right. Only existing in the Kim Possible universe. And She-Hulk has never experienced the Nako, right? Created by Kim's sidekick, Ron Stoppable, excuse me. So once she gets that amazing delicacy, that's all it's amazing, right? She'll never want to eat anywhere else.
Well, and also the thing is here, look, Harley Quinn, evildoer, She-Hulk, good doer. Kim Possible, good doer. She-Hulk, good doer. They are kind of built for this team up and for this love. Also, I mean, talking about climbing. I mean, Kim Possible's like 3'6" or something. I mean, she's small. I don't know how tall she is actually. How tall is Kim Possible? She's pretty short though.
I mean, not what you just said. But.
No, not that one. But there's also a climbing aspect in which she is also capable of doing. And plus,
she uses her grappling hook every episode. She could grapple up She-Hulk.
But like opposites attract, so
right. I mean, if they're both
boring
so
after a while,
goody,
that's
both
the same. I mean, that's kind of boring. Being with a villain kind of spices up your sex life. So,
but listen, one of Kim Possible's arch enemies is Shigo, who is also green. But at one point, in one episode, they were best friends because Shigo became good.
And the first time she slips up and says the wrong name in bed because they're so similar, it's going to cause some serious trouble in the relationship.
No, Kim would not. Kim would never do such a.
Because Harley Quinn thinks of this stuff, and
All right, Harley Quinn is obsessed with Mr. J. There's, if anything, she's going to be the one slipping up.
No, they broke up, and she's okay.
Like a man according to whose 11-year-old daughter's favorite movie is not Birds of Prey.
Yeah, she's totally over it, actually.
Well, that is good,
actually. I'd rather have a
actually.
hyena now rather than Joker.
All right, well, I'm glad to hear that, actually. That's much healthier for Harley Quinn.
Yes.
Yeah, she actually got her tattoo redone, so she's good.
Yeah, and in the comics, she is canonically with Poison Ivy. So
is she now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
All right, well, that's great. I fully approve of that.
She did mention in the movie
Very
Birds
healthy.
of Prey, she goes for both, so she's good. She's over Mr. J. Mr. J is done, so
all right.
She will never be
I'm not
calling
gonna argue with
Mr. J's name in bed ever.
Okay.
Ooh, that's true. Maria's so right.
Oh, let's see. What did she say? This one here about the
Harley would be too busy. Yes.
Being held down by She-Hulk, strong arms to do villainy stuff, so win-win. All right. I
see. Thank you for. That's true.
I mean,
she won't be like causing trouble.
That's true, though. You're right, Alex. She-Hulk could always beep Kim Possible whenever she needed to reach her, and as the song goes, and she'll always get a hold of her right away. That's true. What I was trying to say before you guys claimed that Kim Possible was going to say the wrong name, which you would not, because Kim is very faithful, that she would enjoy being with She-Hulk because she misses her green companion that she doesn't have anymore.
But then that's just a replacement.
Well, I mean,
who wants to be?
I don't want to be a replacement. Come on.
She-Hulk is going to be Ivy's replacement. You all know that.
No, I don't think it would be. Because, Harley, put aside her relationship. She's growing and learning. So I don't think she would.
Yeah, so is Kim because she's only 18 and, there's no generational gap there at all. I mean, we have this professional lawyer on the one hand and like she's barely a child on the other hand.
Too, so.
Yeah, there's an age gap, but Kim is extremely mature for her age. Most of the time.
But Harley has already done her learning and growing. Kim still has a lot to learn and grow because
Harley doesn't have anything else to learn, really.
Harley has a lot to learn.
Learning it. She is actually learning it. I mean, she was much better in Birds of Prey. She was. She wasn't as well. She was a little sus, but not as much because she was helping somebody out.
Did she say she was a little sus?
Selfish.
Oh,
I heard sus. I heard
I
sus.
have Among Us on the brain. I heard sus too.
Let's
It's true.
see
Harley
here.
is a little sus, but like in such a charming way.
She is charming. Okay, Elizabeth May says She-Hulk wouldn't stand for Harley Quinn's antics. She could hardly tolerate Deadpool and Howard the Duck and the sensational She-Hulk. I didn't even know those characters were all together in that.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy. And then let's see here. Maria says, "Why are we assuming that Ivy just wouldn't join Harley and She-Hulk?"
That is true. There's
Wow.
always OT.
OT3 solutions.
Yes.
OT3.
there always is.
For all your shipping problems.
Yes.
OTT.
So Vanessa, yes, this is a good point about Kim as a spy. She wouldn't be able to talk about her work, except that she actually does talk about it with her best friend Ron all the time. And since She-Hulk is a fellow hero, I don't feel that counts. She's a superhero. She saves the world all the time. She's an Avenger, you know.
That's a slippery slope, though. I mean, if
Yeah.
we're going to start telling every superhero about our private spy business, that's going to roll downhill very quickly.
Yeah,
This
that's
is-
true.
By the way,
I
Ravenclaw says
like-
Harley, a completely mature woman who entirely has herself together.
Hey, she knows what she likes, you know?
She does,
Like,
and she
knows-
goes for it,
And she has no
goes for
shame.
it.
She doesn't have to keep any secrets. Everything with Harley Quinn is right there on the surface.
It's
it's, like,
true. She
right
never
there.
hides the fact that
There's no
She was
secret
a villain
identity to
or
have to.
anything.
And same thing with She-Hulk. Like she chose to be green. That's part of her choice. Like she didn't have to like stay green when she's all shrunk down and lawyer size, but that's who she is, and she wears it on the surface. So that's something else that they have in common. There's no shame in who they are.
No, who's saying
No.
That's a good point, though. Yes, absolutely. All right. I love how these, like, I think they're going to be short, and then they,
Yeah, they're like half an hour long.
I know, because everybody gets so, like, passionate about them. It's great. All right. I guess we will do a decision. I don't feel good about this one, Francis.
No, I don't either.
Well, let's bring in Kelly.
She's like, what?
I have to say, in fact, you said several times you agreed with Morgan's point.
I know. I couldn't disagree. They were really good points.
I think as a lawyer, you suck for this game. So the verdict goes to Harley and She-Hulk.
All right. I think that'll be our last one, by the way. So, Kelly, if you want to stay on. Yes, that's a good point. Listen, look, but I'm never going to argue against Harley leaving Mr. J. So I'm sorry. I will give up the victory if that's what it is, because I think that's a terrible relationship. That was a terrible.
One of
So
the-
bad, so
She is
bad.
in a better place now, though.
Yeah.
So much better.
She
Both
is.
in both in the movie universe and in the comics universe.
Yeah.
She's really that
She's
is
happy.
that is my daughter's
happy.
favorite movie that I accidentally let her watch, not realizing it was rated
Rated
R.
R.
I thought it was PG-13, and then we're like, and she says, "This is the best movie I've ever seen."
Oh,
Which me and the girls would also agree. Birds of Prey is really good. I mean, like I know people were, not liking it, but it's just excellent.
you like it? You like it? That's awesome.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought it was
All
really
right. By the way,
fun.
I did not know this. Eden, is this your birthday? It's your birthday
No,
today?
Tuesday is actually my birthday, but
Oh, well, hey, well, happy early birthday.
Happy birthday.
Eden. Yeah. Thank you, Vanessa, for letting us know. Appreciate it.
Yeah, it's 42, the answer of life, so it's good.
Oh,
Yay!
Yeah.
you know everything.
You got to let
You'll
me know the
everything.
secret.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I wish I knew.
All right, let's give some quick links out here before we skedaddle. Morgan, where can people find you? I believe right here, right?
Yep. Come and buy my role playing game. It's
All right.
contemporary investigative horror. So who doesn't love that?
Yeah, that sounds awesome. I love RPGs. We do streams on my show about it. Patreon.com/chillrpg, folks. Eden is over on Instagram, right? Geeky
Yes.
Rambling 78.
It's mostly my crocheted stuff, so have fun.
All right.
Your crochet stuff is amazing.
I
and
know
so
it
finished.
is. It's mostly I started that 8 years ago. It's fun.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Francis, you can check out at sinceresarcasm.net.
Aw.
Online Friend Simulator podcast, right? They can check out over there.
Yeah, because everyone can use a friend, even online. So check it out. It's a show
Absolutely.
I do for people who are not feeling feeling a little lonely on the internet sometimes. It's a lonely place sometimes. So I'm here to help you guys out if I can.
Absolutely. Folks, if you liked One True Pairing, this is one of our regular segments we rotate over at supergeekedup.com, where that's our YouTube channel right there, Super Geeked Up. Francis and I, every Wednesday night, 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific, we do these geeky shenanigans, chat, improv games, all that stuff. We have a live chat just like here. We would love for you to join us and participate. Kelly, anything else you want to talk about with upcoming stuff? Do you know on your track or anything?
Actually, I'm looking for some ideas. I had planned through the end of the year with we did The Boys a couple weeks ago, and we of course did this. And coming up in the New Year's, granted, we're going to start having new content finally for some things, and there's a lot of good stuff coming up. So now that we're still in COVID brain, it would be a great chance. You can come to the Facebook page. You can come follow our Twitter and just give lots of suggestions for panels for next year, which hopefully we're all live and in person next year. That would be awesome. But yeah, I would love to do more of these, get more people on board, and lots of great ideas.
Awesome. Let me share some quick last chats here. Chris wishes you happy birthday, Eden.
Thank you.
Says enjoy being with you guys as always. Thank you, Chris. Maria says, to be honest, this had more green than I expected. Us too, I think.
Very green. Very green. Yes.
Yeah, so much green fun.
Gary.
I'm sorry. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys in the chat. We really appreciate you guys. It makes it so much more fun when we have live people and participating, and you guys rock, and we appreciate your time very much. Thank you to Morgan, Eden, and Francis, of course. Big thanks to Kelly for running this awesome track and for having us do this.
For bringing this to us. So
My pleasure. Thank you. All right, folks. So yeah, keep tuned for some more cool stuff on this track. And like you said, send Kelly your suggestions. And we hope to see you soon. Have a happy holiday, everybody, if I don't see you before then, and Happy New Year and all that good stuff. Thank you so much for watching. Stay geeky, everybody. See you soon. Bye.